Hey! Did you not clean the toilet or anything in the bathroom after I used it this morning? I've told you plenty of times now that after I get out of the toilet in the morning, you are to clean it.
Excuse me?
You're only working as a remote employee now, so you should be able to manage something simple like cleaning my crap out of the inside of the toilet.
Peyton, I was wondering what you were going to start talking about just then. I'll have you know that I cleaned the toilet for you last night already. If that wasn't enough to make you happy, then how about you clean the toilet after you're done using it instead?
Huh? You're gonna talk back to me now, even though I'm the one allowing you to live in this home?
How about yourself? We are both working full-time jobs right now, so I don't want to hear from you that you're the reason I get to live here.
Shut up. I'm the one making way more than you.
No, you are not.
What?
To tell you the truth, ever since the start of this year, I've started to make more money than you.
Huh?
Ever since January, I took on a new position that has me making a better salary within the same company, which means I am now making another $350 more than you every month. So there you go, Peyton.
What did you just say? You stop working that job right now!
Excuse me?
I've never, ever heard of a woman making more than a man before, especially when that woman is the man's wife. So you cut that crazy crap out right now!
Are you insane?
What?
The whole reason I'm working this job in the first place is because you barely make enough to support the both of us. How about you think a bit more before you speak, child? Now, I'm still working, unlike someone here, so I need to get back to work.
Hey, but the toilet.
Clean up your dang crap yourself.
Ugh, damn it.
Good morning, Mercy. Do you have time to chat right now? Good morning, Martha. And sure, what would you like to talk about? Did something come up? I just got back from my vacation and thought that I'd stop by today to drop off the gifts I got for you both. Would it be all right with you if I swung by this afternoon? Oh, that's right. You went out to Colorado the other day, right? Well, I hope you had a relaxing trip home. It was a wonderful little vacation, and the flight back wasn't all too bad either. If you're wanting to come over this afternoon, then that should be perfectly fine with me. Actually, do you think I could come over right now? Or do you have something going on? Right now I'm close to a deadline for work. I didn't realize that this week would be my last for this project, so I'm having to cram all of my work in right now in order to finish. Oh no. Then I should probably stop texting you right now so that you can focus on your job, right? Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't bring this up at the beginning. No worries, it's my fault for forgetting that you'd be working at this time on a weekday. I'll make sure to come by this afternoon with the gifts I have then, and I'll send you a text before I arrive. Good luck with that project now. Well, thank you so much, Martha. I look forward to seeing you this afternoon. Mercy, sorry for taking so long to send you this text. I had something else come up that took me away from sending you a text. No problem, Martha. So you'll be coming to the house now, right? As long as you're free now, I'd love to stop by with the gifts I have for you guys. But, before I can do that, there's something I'd like to ask you. And what's that? Well, this is about your mom, Veronica. Have you been in touch with her at all recently? You're asking about my mom? Well, now that you mention her, I've been so busy recently that it's been over a month now since I last heard from her. We don't normally talk all that often anyway, so I didn't think anything of her not sending me anything. Honestly, if she was ever needing to talk to me about anything, she would call me. She also happens to live 10 minutes away from this house by bike, so it's not like she couldn't come and see me in person. I see. Did something end up happening between you and my mom? Listen, Mercy, about her. This morning I went to the supermarket to pick up some groceries, and I ran into your mom by coincidence. And, well, it just seemed like she was very upset when I said hi to her, like she didn't want to see me there. What? Was she giving you the side eye or something then? Not like that, not like that. I mean, she was a bit on the thinner side, like she hadn't been healthy for some time. Normally, she's a very fit-looking woman, so I was a bit shocked to see her in such a skinny state. I went and asked her if there was anything wrong, but she just shook her head and said no before walking off. Is that right? Well, thank you so much for noticing that something's been up with my mom and letting me know about it. So, with that, I was thinking that since I'm stopping by pretty soon, both you and I could head over to go and see your mom and see what's really going on with her. You'd want to head over there right now? This is just a feeling I have regarding her, but it seems that right now is the only time we can act before something goes wrong. I would hate to check up on her by myself since I'm your mother-in-law, but with you being her daughter, I thought it would be best that you go and see what's up. She would probably feel more comfortable talking to you about whatever issues she has at the moment, right? So, could we both go over and check on her? Understood. I'll get myself ready, and once you're here, we can both head over to her place. Thank you again for letting me know about her.
Hey! Now you're not even bothering to clean the shower or anything? Are you gonna keep that up? I told you so many times before that I'm tired when I get home from putting in some hard work. So I would like to come home to a clean shower that's already running hot for me so that I may hop right in. Also, I just took a massive dump in the toilet, so get in here and clean it out right now.
What the hell are you whining about right now by yourself? I'm pretty sure when it came to the shower, we talked about how the first person to use it was the one to get it warmed up and ready. And I've told you already that if you're going to make a mess in the toilet all the time, you can clean it up yourself.
Shut the hell up. If you don't get this done in 5 minutes, I'm gonna get your mom and have her clean my stinky crap up for me.
What was that?
I've been thinking about a lot of things lately. And the conclusion I've come to based on how you always act towards your husband is that your mom didn't do a good enough job raising you to be a proper wife. So I've decided that from now on, I'm gonna start telling this straight to your mom and having her start to show me that she is sorry for the inexcusable woman you've turned out to be. So the next time you don't listen to a word I say, I'm gonna make this your mom's problem and have her come here to scrape up my crap instead. I'll make sure to put whatever youth she had left in her to good use here.
I have something to tell you from your mom, Peyton. She said you clean your shit up yourself, you dick.
What?
Peyton.
Huh? What?
What Mercy just said to you was word for word what I told her to say. I think it's time you start cleaning up your own shit for a change, you asshole.
Mom? Wait, why?
You're asking me why? Because I'm with Mercy right now and saw what you were saying to her just a second ago. And that's why I'm talking with you now about that toxic behavior of yours.
You guys are together right now?
And if you'd like to hear what the cherry on top of all this is, it's that we're both with her mom right now as well.
Why? Why are all three of you together right now?
I'm not going to sit here explaining all the details to you right now after what I just saw from you. I never thought that my son would turn out to be such an awful husband. I'm so embarrassed right now that there are tears coming out of my eyes.
I can't believe you guys are all together right now. Why?
So, what was it that you said? Were you just saying to Mercy that her not listening to you is because her mom failed at raising her to be a proper woman? Was that what you were saying?
Have you been reading everything we've been saying?
Just remember that a statement like that can go both ways, boy.
What?
If the husband is not listening to his wife enough, that must mean that his mother never did a good enough job raising him to be a proper man, right?
Huh?
Thank you so much for saying all of that to her at this perfect time. I never thought that I'd have to learn how much I failed my 30-year-old son after he started to say things like that to his wife after the way he's already been treating her. Guess I'll have to make up for all of that now.
Wait a sec. You don't have to do anything here, Mom. Stay out of this. I never said anything about you, Mom. And don't even begin to think that I meant you failed me in any way.
That's enough from you, Peyton. Well, now that you've made me aware of just how much you still need to learn, I'll begin taking care of you once again, to make sure you are better educated about becoming a proper man.
What? Mercy, help me!
Hmm?
I never meant any of that, as though I didn't think you were appropriately raised by your mom or anything, okay? I was a bit, there's this guy at work, all right? And he just so happens to be the breadwinner in his household. He told me that even though his wife and him are both working full time, that it's his wife's job to take care of all the chores at home. He also told me that since the man is always the one making the money to support the household, there's no reason for him to work, as everybody should already understand he does more than enough. That was the advice he gave me about becoming a stronger man. So,
Oh, you're talking about that really bossy husband who happens to work in the same department as you?
Wait, do you already know about him?
His wife happens to be a friend of mine that I made back in college.
Are you kidding me?
And today they got a divorce.
What?
Would you like to know what the reason was for that divorce? The reason was exactly the same as what you've been doing to me. His wife, my friend, just so happened to be the breadwinner in the house, but her husband was too stuck in his ways of acting like the man of the house should be king no matter what. And after a couple weeks and months of being treated like garbage, even though she was making the money and doing everything, she snapped. She slapped him so hard across the face that he passed out for a couple of seconds, only to wake up to her saying she was divorcing him. So today she went to the courthouse and handed in the divorce papers.
What? No way!
By the way, why are you texting me right now?
What?
Right now, your mom is wanting you to clean not only the toilet, but the whole bathroom as well as the shower, and then go clean the entire kitchen, right? I'm not going to sit here and let you slack off from your chores.
I'll get back to work right now, so please don't say anything to my mom about me slacking off.
Hi, Martha. I just wanted to let you know that Peyton just went on a rant about how he didn't mean to say I was a bad wife or anything, like he was trying to excuse himself after being an asshole. I see. So you and him were just talking? Could you tell that he was slacking off? I'm sure he thought he had a chance to get some rest because I'm at the supermarket right now. But unfortunately for him, I placed cameras all over the house that I'd normally use for my cat in order to watch what he's been doing while I'm gone. I can see everything he's doing there right now. Is that right? So you're watching him with the cameras meant for your cat? Seeing that he's not yet behaving himself, I'll make him clean the stairs and front porch when I get home. Ah, I think it's going to be a very long time before he learns his lesson.
Mercy! I can't take this anymore. Please help me.
What is it now?
And where the hell have you ran off to? I just got home and it's all clean and everything. But when I had a look in the fridge, I noticed that there was no food at all that was made up for me. There isn't even any beer in the fridge right now. I can't find you anywhere in this house. You're not even in your office working. Where the hell did you run off to when there's still cooking that needs to be done?
I'm at my parents' house.
What?
Since you're home now, that would mean you finished up all the chores that your mom asked for you to do today.
That's right.
Yet even after all of that work she had you do to teach you a lesson, you're still talking to me with that tone?
I have thought a lot since I started doing those chores. That house is my mom's house, and this house is mine. I understand that my coworker that ended up getting divorced had that happen to him because he tried to be a king. But all I am is the perfect breadwinner, and I want to make this place my perfect home.
I always thought there was a medication for everything, but I suppose some things just cannot be treated.
Huh?
Listen here, Peyton. Your hopes of having the perfect household where you got to be this perfect breadwinner has been skewed from the start.
Huh? How are my hopes skewed?
We're getting a divorce.
What?
You'd better be very happy that I'm not doing the same thing to you that my friend did to her husband.
You can't leave me! Mercy! I don't want a divorce!
I have no frickin' idea what that guy was trying to do in the end there. I thought for sure after Martha has gotten her way with him, he would have been a changed man and would have been a lot more open-minded. But even she already knew it was too late for her overbearing son and told me that I had to get away from him soon before he began to realize I was over him. She told me it was time for a divorce and that she'd make sure he signed the papers. Martha even told Peyton herself to let me leave him, before giving a heavy sigh and saying that she no longer wanted to see him anymore. After both myself and his mom cut ties to him, I was able to get the divorce I wanted and was free. However, half a year later, things would become a lot worse for the already corrupted man. He ended up having to quit his job at work after trying to make a move on one of the girls in his office, only for her to tell HR and have them start questioning him. This then led to the company doing a full investigation into him based off what was said, and even after quitting, more and more things came up. What he'd been saying and doing to female employees there went so deep that he ended up being asked to pay 4 separate settlements from 4 different women he had worked with. The total amount ended up being so much that not even his savings could pay it all off, and so he had to go into debt in order to afford not being taken to court. Unfortunately for Peyton, though, him not having a job meant that he couldn't borrow money from the bank, and so he was forced to borrow from loan sharks, who soon wanted their money back. But instead of breaking his legs as a warning for not paying them, the loan sharks instead had him taken away in an unmarked truck to a warehouse out of state where he is now working all day and night to make up for the money he took from them.
Hey Ray, are you there? I gotta talk to you about something real quick. Let me know as soon as you see this message. Hello, Warren. What can I do for you? Is everything okay? Yes, I realize that you may be out of the office right now visiting our site, so I hope that now is a good time to chat. That's no problem for me at all. I'm actually taking my lunch break at a cafe right now, so I have some time to text. Great. Well, I wanted to ask if you had any plans for tonight. Oh, well, no, I don't think I have any plans to speak of tonight. Although it is Friday, do you mind if I ask you why you're wanting to know? Well, I just wanted to ask you if you had any plans to go out tonight or anything like that. I know that you young people are always about, squeezing in your partying wherever you can get it. Right, I guess we can do that sometimes. But like I said, I don't have any plans or anything like that. Why do you ask? Do you think I'll have something overtime to do tonight or something? No, of course not. I was just wondering if you want to go out and grab some dinner with me is all. There's a new steak place that I've really wanted to try out. You want to invite me to go out with you to a steakhouse? Well, just think of it as a prize for yourself. I mean, this morning, when you locked in with our clients into their contract, I just had never seen anything like it at all. You are great. I just want to show my gratitude for all you've done for our company. No, it was really nothing. I was just trying to tell them what they wanted to hear without lying to them. Don't be so modest. You really did great, I swear. This is what we do in the industry, don't you know that? You close a big deal and then your boss takes you out for dinner. What's so wrong with that? Or is it the restaurant? Do you not like steak or something like that? I don't mind going somewhere else like sushi or pasta or anything. You name it, it's my treat, honest. No, it's nothing like that. I really love a good steak. Steak sounds fine. Thank you. Well, okay then, it's decided. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you reaching out to me and offering to do this. Let's get dinner. That sounds like a fun time, actually. Aaron, are you there? I'm really sorry to be telling you this so last minute, but the thing is that I'm gonna be taking out one of my subordinates to dinner tonight, so I won't be eating at home.
Oh, really? But you didn't mention anything about going out for dinner tonight when you left for work this morning.
I know, I really didn't think that I was even gonna be doing this. But this employee is new to the company, but managed to close a really tough deal, so I gotta take him to show how thankful the company is.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. I feel like this isn't the first time you've done something like this. But since you're already going out to eat, maybe I should take the kids out to eat somewhere as well. I was just thinking that it has been a while since we went out to a restaurant.
Well, I think that's a great idea. The kid deserves to eat out every now and then too. You should do that. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that that was happening and that I'm not gonna be home until later.
No problem. Thank you for letting me know. I do appreciate it.
Oren, I'm really sorry to be bugging you like this, but can we talk? Ray, why are you texting me? What's the matter? I know that the food is taking a bit to come out, but there's no need to panic. No, sorry, it isn't that. I just have to tell you something that I saw. So, I was in line for the bathroom since there was only one that wasn't closed for cleaning, and anyways, well, I just saw something that was really weird. You saw something weird? Well, okay, what was it? Is everything okay? It was nothing too horrible, it's just that I saw this mom and her daughter sitting at the dinner table. And the mom's plate was full of food and looked like it had just been delivered from the kitchen, but the little girl only had a cup of water in front of her. And as I looked around the table, I realized that there was a second kid, a son. And the son, just like the mom, also had a plate full of food. Wait, what? So you're telling me that this parent went to the trouble of taking her kids out to dinner but is only letting one of them have water? Well, actually, it's more that I'm looking at this family. The more that I think that it's your family, Oren. Wait, what? You're telling me that you think the family that you're looking at right now is actually my family? You can't be serious about that, right? Well, I haven't seen them in person, but I've seen the pictures of your family that you have on your desk in the office plenty of times. And the little girl sitting at this table is the spitting image of your daughter in the photo on your desk. So you're telling me that the girl that's sitting at the table and only drinking water looks like she could be in high school then? If I had to guess, I would say that she looks like she could be a high schooler, yeah? Well, I do know that my little Sarah has been on a diet recently and has lost a little bit of weight. Unless she isn't even on a diet. You know what? I think that I made a mistake. I don't think that family is your family. I mean, what would be the odds of that? I just think that I was standing in line for so long that I started getting a little bit too in my own head. I didn't mean to worry you or anything. I'm really sorry if I did. But it's probably just better to forget all that I've said any of this. You really think that it was just your imagination? I really hope so. But just in case, when you get back to the table, I'm gonna go out to the bathroom and look at the family that you were talking about, okay? Okay then, sounds good. I'm just gonna head out of the bathroom right now, actually. Okay then, see you in a bit. Well, I went over to the bathroom and pretended to use it, and you were right. That is my family sitting over there. But I'm so confused. I managed to get pretty close to their table without them noticing me, and I heard my wife telling my daughter that she was allowed to have water. While her and my son get gushing over how good the food was, she was clearly just trying to make my daughter feel even worse. I see. Oren, I'm so sorry. I really don't know what to say to this at all. It's okay, Ray, but I think if it's okay with you, I'd like to invite my daughter over to our table. You want to invite your daughter to come and eat with us? Well, I said that I got close enough to their table without them noticing me, but I think my daughter Sarah did actually notice. I texted her from the bathroom, telling her to keep an eye on her phone for me. I figured I would talk about this with all of you before we moved forward at all. Oh, I see. Well, I really don't mind at all if that's something you want to do. It sounds like your daughter probably isn't enjoying herself at all anyways, so by all means, invite her over. Okay then, just a second. Hey, Oren, I just wanted to thank you again for dinner. I can't remember the last time that I ate that well, and it really meant a lot to me that you wanted to take me out. No, don't worry about that. Besides, I only took you out because of all the hard work that you've been doing. Besides, I don't know how grateful you should really be to me, seeing as you ended up getting sucked into my family drama for just a bit. Oh, you really don't have to worry about that, Oren. I'm just glad that you were able to get your daughter out of that situation and have her come and sit with us. Yes, well, it only dawned on me that when she came to the table, that you probably have no idea about anything regarding my family, really. Especially the fact that Sarah is my daughter from a previous marriage, and that Erin is my second wife who has her own son. We've been married for 2 years already, and I really did think that things were going well for all of us. But I had no idea that she really disliked Sarah that much. Well, I know that this isn't really my place to say anything about any of this, but I just want to let you know that if I can help in any way, I'd be more than happy to. Thank you, Ray, that really does mean a lot to me. And you might just regret telling me that because I may actually call you in for some assistance at some point.
What is the meaning of this, Oren? You can't actually be serious about this, right? Are you really going to divorce me? For what? What did I even do?
Erin, are you really gonna tell me that you have no idea what those divorce papers might be about at all? You really have no idea why I might want to divorce you?
Well, I guess there was that time about a month ago that I had to leave Sarah with your mom at the very last minute. But I only did it because your mom lives so close to Sarah's high school and I really didn't have time to go and pick her up. Surely that isn't what this is all about though, right?
You're so close and yet so far. It's something that happened about a month ago. You're right about that. But can you guess at all about what else it could be?
You mean it wasn't about that? Well then, what could this possibly be about? I really have no idea in the slightest. Can't you just tell me?
I'm talking about what you did to Sarah at the steakhouse. You took both of our kids out to eat there, and yet you only let my daughter drink water while your son was able to eat his fill.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? Where is this all coming from? Did Sarah tell you that? Surely you don't really believe that, right? Of course I let her eat. She can eat whatever she wants. Why would I care about that? In fact, she actually ate the most out of all three of us when I took them out for dinner then. I was actually so surprised at how much she was eating because she's always going on about her diet, you know. But she didn't really seem to mind.
Aaron, just give it a rest. I was in that same restaurant while the three of you also were.
Wait, what? What do you mean you were there with us? It was just the three of us. I'm sure that you weren't there at all.
You're right. I wasn't there eating with the three of you. But I told you about how I was going to be taking out one of our employees for a dinner, right? Well, we went to that same steakhouse, and while the two of us were there, we saw what you were doing to Sarah. Well, my coworker actually saw it first. I only went over to check on you after he told me he thought he saw my family there.
Hold on a second. So then, when Sarah left the table because she said she was getting a phone call from a friend and then never coming back.
That's right. She wasn't really getting a phone call from a friend. I just invited her over to have dinner with my colleague and I. We were in another part of the restaurant, so I guess that you didn't actually see where we were sitting.
You've got to be kidding me. You aren't actually serious about all this, are you?
Of course I'm serious, but I have to say that I'm just shocked at all that Sarah told me while we talked that night. She let me know all about how when I wasn't there that you would treat her so awfully.
Me? What on earth are you talking about? I've done nothing on the sort. You aren't really going to take her word over mine, are you?
I thought I told you to just drop the act already. Sarah even had recordings of you yelling at her at home. And she told me about how you stole her money that she got from her job and never sent her to school with enough food. She even showed me all that she wrote in her diary about what you were doing to her.
But, see? Why would she do that? I didn't even know that she had it in her to talk about all this. She's always so sad and quiet at home. Why does she open up to you?
I just want you to know that I was talking to a friend of mine who is currently studying law, and he told me that there is nothing that can stop this divorce from happening.
Oren, please, just calm down. Surely we can talk about this. I mean, I know you told me to drop off Sarah at her grandma's so that she could live there for a while, right? I thought that was your way of choosing us over her.
It was never about that. I sent my daughter to go and live with her grandma so she wouldn't have to live with you or her son.
And so you're really just going to divorce me then? It isn't fair. You can't do this to me.
Well, it's either that or we could take this matter to court.
Court? Are you threatening to sue me? For what? I didn't even do anything wrong. Please, you can't do this to me, Oren.
Of course I can. But if you just agree to sign the divorce papers, then I'll accept Sarah's bereavement payments via the alimony.
Bereavement payments? What on earth are you talking about? You mean on top of divorcing me, you're really going to try and make me pay? It wasn't like I was out cheating on you or something. I was just trying to show Sarah some tough love.
I don't care what excuses you have. The fact of the matter is that you are treating my daughter terribly despite marrying me and becoming her mother-in-law. So you might as well save all your excuses for her.
But this can't really be happening. Are you really going to choose your daughter over your own wife? You wouldn't be so crazy as to do that, would you?
Are you going crazy? Of course I'm gonna choose my daughter. I was always going to choose my daughter.
But it's really that easy for you. I don't believe it.
Anyways, just know that this divorce is going to happen. I've already talked to a lawyer about it, and she said it's gonna be pretty cut and dry.
You mean you've really already gone out and hired a lawyer for all of this? I guess you really are serious about leaving me.
Of course I'm serious. Even if you told me you were gonna stop all this nonsense and treat my daughter fairly, it still wouldn't change my mind. The only thing I want from you now is an agreement to the divorce. That's the only way I can save my daughter from you.
But I don't want a divorce. I don't want to leave you, Oren. Surely it doesn't have to be this way, right?
If you didn't want it to be this way, then you should have treated my daughter how you did in the first place.
But then what about my son? You're really going to walk away from this marriage and him when he didn't do anything?
No, please, I know that you and your son have both been bullying my daughter together. I'm so glad that you two could bond over treating someone so horribly. By the way, I've canceled the lease for our place, so you and your son have until the end of the month to move out.
Cancel the lease to our apartment. How could you do that?
Why would I want to live with the woman who I'm divorcing? You better start packing up your stuff quick and look for a new place to live, too.
But then, you're really going to leave me as a single mother. You're just going to cast my son and I into a life of poverty because we were teasing your daughter a little bit. Are you still sure that you want to go through this divorce? I really think that it would be best if you didn't. I mean, who is going to want to marry a man your age with a kid who's been divorced twice?
I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure my daughter is safe. Besides, I did a little more digging and learned about something about your last divorce. You told me that you and your husband split up because of an affair, but now I realize that it was you who was engaging in it.
Wait a second. How did you find all that out? And just who are you to judge me anyways? You and your wife probably split because you were cheating on her.
Actually, my wife died of cancer.
Oh, well, I don't have anything to say on that.
And I don't have anything more to say to you except that you had better pay me by the deadline you agreed to, or else. Hey, Ray, are you there? I just wanted to be the first to say welcome back from your business trip. Oh, thank you, Oren. I appreciate that. I was just gonna drop off my papers at the office and then I was gonna go home. I see. Well, if you don't have any plans, I was thinking you and I could go out for the night. Oh, well, I haven't made any concrete plans since I'm just getting back. Excellent. I have another really great place I'd love to take you. Kind of a local hole in the wall that not really a lot of people know about. It'll be my treat, so what do you say? Well, I really appreciate the invitation, but you just took me out to eat the other month. I couldn't possibly ask you to do that again. Well, I just thought I'd invite you out so I could tell you how the rest of our family drama went since last month. Thankfully, I was able to solve it without having to call you in for anything after all. After that, I went out with Oren and met him at the address that he gave me. The restaurant was tiny and packed, but the food was delicious. I noticed that Oren seemed to be a lot happier than usual. He told me all about how he had found out what his wife was doing to his daughter. He told me about how he realized that he had to get her out of that situation no matter what it took. Then he told me about the divorce and how he convinced his wife to pay a huge sum to settle any future legal issues that might be between the two of them. Oren told me about how he and his daughter have moved in with his mom for the time being and that they are looking for their own place. He said that now it's just him and Sarah together and he wants to make sure that he has everything he needs for a happy life and that he makes sure he's there to be a part of it.
Hey, Emily, I'll give you more details once you get home, but for the time being, I've got a big announcement to make.
What's up, Roy? Aren't you at work right now? Is everything okay?
I've been appointed to work at corporate headquarters.
Corporate headquarters? So, what does that mean?
Well, to put it simply, my company wants me to work together with the big shots. They want me to have a bigger hand in the company's global operations.
So then this is, like, a promotion? You're moving up?
It's going to be kind of a gradual thing, but ultimately, yeah. My branch manager told me that he's never seen anyone get called up to corporate HQ as fast as this before. Isn't that something?
Wow, that's great!
So the next big step is to look for a new apartment and get ready to move, so a lot is going to need to get done in a limited time frame.
I want to live in a high-rise apartment.
Huh?
You're going to be a big shot, right? All the big shots on TV shows live in high-rise apartments. Oh, it's going to be so great. I can't wait to gaze out of the windows at all the little people walking below.
Okay, well, I guess if I can find something that's within our means, then we might be able to make it happen. Yo, Roy, how's it going? Whoa, is that you, Drew? It's been way too long, man. How have you been? Great, thanks. Sorry, I gone kind of radio silent lately. How are things going for you and my sister? I'm doing fine. No complaints, man. It's great to hear from you. Glad to hear it. Now, I hate to jump right into business, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have a minute to talk right now? Yeah, sure. What is it? Mom told me that you've been appointed to your company's corporate headquarters. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Actually, I just found out the other day. Wow. So you're on your way to the top, huh? Yeah, I guess so. It kind of feels weird saying that about myself, though. I'm not one for blowing my own horn, but I guess the execs were really pleased with my performance on a big project that just got completed a few weeks ago. So pleased, actually, that they want me to come to corporate HQ and lead the team for a brand new and adventurous project they planned. From the sound of things, I'll still be sticking around there on a long-term basis even after the project is completed. Man, to think my little brother-in-law is now a high-powered businessman. I don't know. It might be a bit early to break out that title for me. You figured out where you're going to live yet? No, actually. Like I said, I just found out that I was going to have to move a couple of days ago, and the move won't be for another 2 months, so I honestly haven't even begun to make any sort of arrangements in that department. Okay, well in that case, would you like to move into the apartment I'm using right now? Your apartment? The one on the top floor? The one I stayed in for a while? That apartment? Yep, that's the one. Are you sure you'd be okay with that? Oh, don't worry. We're not going to be living together there or anything. Plus, it's kind of a limited time offer. Oh yeah? Is something going on in your life too? Well, this is really an incredible coincidence, but I just got transferred too. Wow, really? You too, Drew? Yeah, it's a complicated situation, but the guy who was going to be taking on the new position had to withdraw at the last minute due to some family circumstances. Ah, and so you drew the short straw and had to take over for him, right? Exactamundo. But man, I really, really like this apartment, and I still have some time left on the lease, so once I move out, it's just going to be collecting dust until my lease expires. I was thinking about what in the world I was going to do with it when Mom texted me and told me about your promotion. Wow, that is a crazy coincidence. I know this is all pretty short notice, and I'm really not concerned at all about the rent since I already paid that in advance anyway. So, if it would help you feel better about it, we can work out a financial arrangement that's not too much of a burden on you after things get settled down. It's close to the same business park your company's HQ is in, so it seems like a good fit for you. Man, that does sound nice. I'm super close to accepting your offer right here and now, but I think I should probably talk to my wife about it first before I make any big decisions. Really? You think she's gonna say anything other than yes? All that girl talks about is her dream of living in a fancy high-rise apartment. Yeah, trust me, I know. Right. I just hauled the last box up to the new apartment, but, Emily, I know you're excited about moving to the big city, and I've been pretty understanding about you going out on your own to enjoy yourself on the town, but you've been completely ignoring me since we got here. You've barely said a single word to me. You can't even spare me a good morning or good night? What's going on with you? Look, I need to focus on my work now. I've already taken care of all my stuff. It's all cleared out from the living room, so now you're gonna have to take care of unloading all your own stuff, okay? I put it next to the TV so you won't forget about it. It's my first day at corporate HQ tomorrow, and I'm jumping right into the big project they're having me lead, so my hands are gonna be completely full with that for the foreseeable future. I won't have any time to help you with your unpacking. Got it? Yo, Roy, how's it going? You enjoying life in that high-rise apartment you've always dreamed about? I think you're confused about something. Emily is the one who always dreamed about living in a high-rise, not me. I know, just messing with you. So seriously now, what do you think? Are you comfortable in there? It's not bad. I mean, the view is absolutely incredible, can't deny that. Although it was kind of a pain for the first few days that every time I realised I needed something, I had to spend 5 minutes in the elevator before I could even get out the front door. I'm going to have to remember to account for that when I leave for work in the morning. But I wouldn't want to be late because one too many people wanted to get on the elevator. Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. It takes forever to get to the ground floor. Yeah, that's gonna take a while to get used to. Other than that, I guess I'm just not used to the whole high-rise society yet. Some of the women around here are, well, they act like they're characters right out of one of Emily's terrible dramas. Let me guess, you met the illustrious Mrs. Carmichael, am I right? I bet she gave you the entire rundown on how her husband's the CEO of a trading firm and he ran into Jay-Z and Beyonce at a party a few years ago. Hey, she told me that same story about once a week. Yep, I've definitely heard that one a few times already. It's only going to be for 6 months. I think I can handle living with the muckety mucks for that long. Good luck. You'll need it. Emily, I thought you'd be home late last night, but I just woke up and you're still not home. What's going on with you? You've been doing this a lot lately, and here we go, leaving me on red yet again. That doesn't hurt as much as when you straight up ignore me to my face, though. I really wish you would talk to me. I'm getting concerned about you. Yo, Roy, I just looked at my calendar. You've already been living there for 3 months, eh? Any problems? Things going smoothly for you guys? Thanks for being so concerned about me, Drew. There's no real problems with the apartment itself. I've been keeping a healthy amount of distance between the neighbours, so I'm still managing to be on friendly terms with everyone I pass in the hallway on my way to work in the morning. Glad to hear, but to be totally honest, I wasn't actually talking about the apartment. It's Emily, isn't it? She's got you worried, hasn't she? Look, I'm gonna be heading back that way this weekend for work. You wanna meet up? We can talk about it. She's my sister. I might be able to help you out. Maybe that would be for the best. I've been doing nothing but bottling it up inside and hoping things change for a while now. And, well, nothing has changed. What time can you be here? Hey, Drew. Thanks for coming to talk with me today, man. I had no idea that's why Emily had been ignoring me all this time. Like I said, she's done this exact same thing before in the past. I can't believe her. She just refuses to grow up. But, thanks to the information you provided me with, it makes taking my next step a whole lot easier. I really appreciate that. I just have to do my best to deal with things for the next 3 months. I just have to make the best of my situation. Well, who knows? Maybe this might make things work out better for me in the end. Roy, look, I really can't express how sorry I am about that idiot sister of mine. Hey, don't apologize, okay? There's nothing that you need to apologize for, just none of this is your fault. Yeah, well, if there's anything at all that I can do to help you out, let me know, okay? I might just take you up on that. Well, thanks again, Drew. Hey, Emily. I know you're definitely not going to reply to me, but there's something I needed to tell you. Next month marks 6 months since we moved into this apartment. I think you know what that means, so make sure you make all the necessary preparations. I'm going to be really busy, so I won't be able to micromanage everything. You're going to have to fend for yourself. Yo, Emily, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Drew. Nice to hear from you. It's been, 5 months now since you gave us this sweet apartment?
Yeah, I think that's about right. To get right down to business, I have a message for you from Mom.
From Mom? What is it?
Actually, as long as I got you, I have something I need to tell you too.
Okay, so let's hear it. I hope it's good news.
You remember meeting my girlfriend? Well, we've been dating for long enough and we decided to get married.
Wow, that's awesome.
We already got legally married, so we'll have a formal wedding ceremony once both of our work schedules have settled down a bit.
Well, that's so great, Drew. I'm really happy for you.
Thanks, Emily. So, along with that, Mom's gonna be moving in with us in our new house. Since Mom's old house will just be collecting dust anyway, She's also decided to put it on the market, and I think we got a buyer who will be closing soon.
Ah, okay. Thanks for letting me know. But are you sure your wife will be fine with suddenly living with her mother-in-law like that?
Nah, no need to worry. The two of them actually share the same hobbies, so they've been able to bond over that. Really, though, if it weren't for that, the two of them get along so well that they both told me that they'd like for us all to move in together. I was looking for a house that would fit all of us, and I found a really nice duplex that was exactly what we needed. So I went ahead and bought it. The units are totally separate, so we'll all have our privacy.
Wow, cool. Well, I'm glad things are going so smoothly for you.
Thanks. Okay, that's all I wanted to say for now. Well, gotta go.
Gotcha. Talk to you later, Drew.
Yo, Roy. I just texted Emily and told her that we sold Mom's old house. Mom's also said that she's 100% fine with everything. She officially has all of her potential escape routes closed off. Thanks so much for doing all that for me, Drew. Once you give the go-ahead, Mom and I are going to change our phone numbers and other contact info, so let me know when everything is ready to go on your end. Gotcha. Will do. Everything from here on out, I leave totally up to you. Deal with it in whatever way you see fit. Oh, trust me. I already know exactly what I'm going to do and when. Hey there, Emily. It's been 6 months now since you started completely ignoring me. 6 months. You know what that means? It means the lease on the apartment expires today.
What? What are you talking about? The lease is expiring? Why?
Why? What do you mean, why? Your brother told you about everything when we first moved in, didn't he? He paid for a year's worth of rent for this apartment in advance, but he found out he was getting transferred just 6 months into the lease. He figured it would be better to have us live here than let it go to waste, so he let us move in for the last 6 months.
Wait, back up. You mean to tell me Drew didn't own this apartment? He was just renting?
I'm 100% sure that he told you it was a rental. 100%. There's no way you missed that conversation.
Oh no, this is the worst.
And another thing, I'm suing you.
What? You can't sue me. I'm your wife.
Actually, I can sue you, since you've been cheating on me. It doesn't matter that you're my wife. For now.
Wait, are you saying...
You've been sleeping with Mrs. Carmichael's husband, our next-door neighbour. I thought it was odd that you went into their apartment by yourself the first day we moved in here. And it only became more odd when you came back, grabbed your makeup bag, and went right back there without saying a word to me. I'm not sure what he told you that sealed the deal. Was it his run-ins with celebrities, or just the fact that he's filthy rich? Whatever the case, you went right into the bedroom with him and began your affair. And that brings us to the reason you've been completely ignoring me for this whole time. I understand that back in your college days you had a boyfriend that you wanted to break up with. Couldn't bring yourself to dump him directly, so you decided to ignore him? Like you've been doing to me. And eventually the poor guy broke up with you himself. I suppose you thought that since it worked so flawlessly last time, you could get me to divorce you in the same way.
Hey, how do you know about that?
I hired a private detective.
You did?
That, and also Mr. Carmichael admitted the whole thing.
Oh no.
Yes, sadly it's true. It would seem the not-so-happy couple has entered divorce mediation.
Wait a minute, that means... Once you and I get divorced, then I can go get married to Mr. Carmichael for real. I can be his next wife.
You'll have to ask him about that.
Yes, awesome. Great, I'm sold. Let's get divorced as soon as possible.
I left the divorce papers on the living room table. Go ahead and sign them whenever you can.
You got them put together already?
Yeah, I told you. We have to move out of that apartment today.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
From the sound of things, you are completely unprepared to move out. Am I right?
Yeah.
I figured as much. I went ahead and booked a monthly room for you to live in for the next month, so you'll need to move in by noon today. The key and address are in an envelope beneath the divorce papers.
Hey, give me a break though. This is all too sudden.
Not my problem. I'm moving out. Goodbye.
Hey! You can't just leave me like this. Oh, well, whatever. Screw you. I'll just go next door to my darling Mr. Carmichael's room. First things first, though, I'm going to submit these papers to the courthouse. Then I'll tell Mr. Carmichael the great news. Roy, I've changed my mind. We are not getting divorced. I just went to the Carmichael's room and it was totally empty. I asked the other neighbors what happened and they said that his company went under. He's losing his CEO salary, so he won't be able to afford the monthly rent for their apartment. I tried calling and texting him, but I can't get a hold of him. He dumped me. I can't believe it. Roy, answer me right now. Roy, please. Oh, why did I have to go and submit those divorce papers?
After that last text, Emily immediately called a moving company to get her stuff out, so she barely managed to finish moving before the apartment building's deadline. Which was lucky for her. If she had taken another 2 minutes, they'd have charged her another month's rent. I sent my lawyer to have a long, in-depth discussion about the future with her while she was living at the apartment I booked for her. By which I mean to say that I'm suing her for as much as I can possibly get. I already settled accounts with Mr. Carmichael, who opted for a lump sum payment rather than a long and drawn-out payment plan. Emily was planning on having him foot the bill for when I inevitably sued her, but that plan went up in flames the moment she got dumped. This left her as the only involved party without existing financial means to deal with the fallout from their affair. When she found out she'd have to work off her legal bills by herself, my lawyer said she went as pale as a ghost. But I can only imagine how much worse it was when she tried to contact her brother and mother, only to realize that even her own family had cut her out of their lives. She had to take out a loan to cover the settlement, and she's now working 2 jobs every day from morning until night to slowly chip away at it. At the rate she's currently going, she might pay it back by the time she's, 78? Mom, is it true you had an affair?
Oh, I see word gets around fast. I take it you found out then?
Of course this affects our family. If anything, I found out too late. Sure, I get that I'm living out of state due to being on a prolonged work transfer, but why am I the only one who got left out of the loop? I'm your son, for crying out loud. Dad said he kept it from me because he didn't want to worry me. But I'm a grown adult. I had a right to know when everyone else did. I'm 25 and I've been working for the last 4 years. Isn't it about time I got included in family discussions?
I see.
Anyway, just what the hell do you think you're playing at? You're in your 50s, Mom. The days of doing crazy stuff like this should be long behind you.
Whatever. I guess I don't mind that he told you. At least I don't have to bother doing it myself now.
Wow. What kind of attitude is that?
Anyway, I'm pleased things are finally getting settled. The sooner I wrap all this up and put it behind me, the sooner I can move on. On that note, me and your father are getting a divorce.
Is it true that you're getting custody of Louise?
Yes, it is. She's still only in her 4th year of elementary school. Being separated from her mother at that young age would do irreparable damage. Even if your dad did take custody, do you really think he'd be in any fit state to be there for her? He spends more time away on those darn business trips of his than he does with his family. Plus, you live out of state for work, so it would be physically impossible for anyone but me to take her.
Yeah. You do have a point.
I might have a full-time job, but I'll still be around to spend more time with her than your dad would. And on the plus side, it means that financially, I should just about be able to manage everything. Surely you can see how it makes more sense for me to take custody.
But still...
But this has already been decided on, Jason, so you may as well stop trying to fight it.
You're moving, aren't you? Does that mean Louise will be changing schools?
Yes, it does. The plan is to move to the next town where my workplace is to make commuting a little easier. I'll tell you my new address once I get moved in, but you should bear in mind that I'll be starting my new life soon, so don't be under the assumption we'll be seeing each other very often. Goodbye.
Mom, What the heck is going on? I just heard that you moved the guy you cheated on Dad with into your new apartment while living with Louise. Is it true?
Huh? You know about that? How? Who told you?
One of my buddies lives in the neighborhood, and he said he saw you all going in together.
Oh, I see.
Is it really the guy you cheated on Dad with?
Oh, please, don't insult me. I already broke up with that simpleton around the time of the divorce. I guess it's just like they say. When times get tough, you know who really has your back. He's ancient history now. The guy your friend saw me with is my new boyfriend. But we don't live together. He just stays the night every now and then. That's probably what your father saw, but I'm afraid he gave you the wrong idea.
You let him stay the night, but what about Louise? What do you do with her?
I leave her in the safe and trustworthy hands of a good friend who fully and non-judgmentally supports my romantic endeavors.
Oh, I see.
Listen, Jason, I think I have a good idea about what you're trying to suggest here. So how about having a little more respect for your mother? Do you seriously think I'd keep my elementary school-aged daughter around the house to bear witness to adult stuff? That said, I am single now, so who I date is none of anyone else's business. Unlike Louise, you're a fully grown adult, so I'd like to believe you at least understand that.
Yeah, I guess I do. I heard Dad screwed things up with you during the divorce, so it's not really my place to go sticking my nose into the past and making comment on what went down between you guys. But being totally honest, something about this whole situation just doesn't sit right with me.
Is this my big bro's messaging thing? Jason, is it you?
Huh?
It's me, Louise.
Louise,
I'm messaging you from Mom's phone.
since when did you know how to use a smartphone?
My friend Kelly from my old school, before we moved away, her mom let her get a phone and she let us all take turns playing on it sometimes. She even showed us how to do messages for when we get our own one day, so that's how I know. Anyway, writing messages is so easy, I bet a monkey could do it. I hope I can have my own phone soon. This is cool.
Wow, I see. I had no idea you knew how to use one. Louise, you wouldn't happen to be using Mom's phone without her knowing right now, would you?
Yep. She came home drunk again, but this time she kept drinking even after she got back. I found her phone next to a whiskey bottle where she passed out. She's still asleep now. She got some kind of lock on her phone. What was it again? Fingerprint verification. I don't know what a verification is, but I know fingerprints. I figured if I could press Mom's finger on the screen while she slept, I could get inside, and guess what? It worked! I have her phone with me in my bedroom now. Anyway, Jason, there's something I want to ask you. I want to live at your house starting today, big bro.
Huh? From today, but don't you have school? You're not on vacation at the minute, right? It takes over an hour to get to your school from my house.
I haven't been going to school.
What? Why not?
I can't go to school because my rucksack got tossed in the garbage.
Your rucksack got tossed in the garbage? What the hell?
I can't go to school without a rucksack, right? The teacher would get mad at me. Plus, it's a new school, and I don't even know anyone yet. I'm scared enough to go as it is, but without my rucksack, I'm terrified.
Who tossed your rucksack in the garbage, Louise?
Mom's new guy friend.
You mean the guy who stays over at the house sometimes?
Yep, him. His name is Chad, and he's a total jerk.
Wow. Hey, Louise, don't swear like that. God damn it, I can't believe this is happening.
Jason, will you help me? I need you, please.
Alright, it's settled then. Starting from today, you'll be sleeping over at your big bro's house for a little while.
Woohoo!
Is Mom still asleep?
She's fast asleep.
Right. I guess her lights are bound to be out for a good while if she's wasted. Louise, I need you to do something for me. Do you know how to delete message history?
I don't know.
Do you know how to turn off the phone?
saw Mom doing it once. Wait, is Mom gonna know I used her phone? Will she be mad with me?
Don't worry about it. You're gonna be totally fine. I need you to turn off the phone and hide it under the plant pot in the corner of the veranda. Can you do that for me?
The veranda?
It's to save time. Look, we're in the middle of summer right now. Mom hates the heat, so she never goes out on the veranda unless she has good reason to. Once you've hidden the phone, it'll take me exactly 1 hour to get there. Start getting your things ready to come to my place, and do not under any circumstances leave your bedroom, okay? When I get there, I'm going to ring the doorbell exactly 3 times. When I do, I want you to come downstairs to the front door as fast as you can, and we're going to blow this joint.
Okay, got it.
Jason, give Louise back to me this instant.
I see you finally managed to find your phone.
I knew telling you my new address was a mistake. This is abduction, plain and simple. I'll have you arrested for this, boy. You mark my words.
Geez, Mom, can you even hear yourself? Get real. All I'm doing is protecting my little sister, you maniac. I'm keeping her safe from you and your boyfriend. There's no way I could sleep at night with her in that house, knowing how crazy and out of control you're behaving.
Quit blowing things out of proportion, you overdramatic little weasel.
How am I being overdramatic? I thought cheating on Dad and destroying our family was the lowest you'd ever sink to. Boy, was I wrong. I feel nothing but shame and embarrassment having a mother like you. You're so pathetic it hurts.
I said quit being overdramatic, you little pansy. I never raised you to be this sensitive. Anyway, quit trying to change the subject and give me back Louise.
There's no way you're having her back.
This is kidnapping. Are you insane? I'll call the cops if you don't give her back. I swear I will.
You still don't get it, do you? You have no idea that calling the cops on me would lead to nothing but the absolute ruin of you and your boyfriend, huh?
Huh? Why?
Louise told me a thing or two about what you guys have been up to, Mom. You told me you were leaving Louise with your friend when your boyfriend stayed the night at your place, back when I asked you about it. But that's not true, is it? You're forcing her on the college student who lives on her own 2 floors down in your apartment block the whole time.
I was just letting her practice babysitting for when she has kids of her own one day. Is that so wrong?
Do you think I'm naive enough to believe a bullshit excuse like that? I took Louise to the hospital and got the doctors to give me a medical certificate to document her condition.
A medical certificate? Her condition?
She's so skinny and emaciated, my jaw almost hit the floor when I saw her. I took her for a meal at a fast food joint so she'd have some calories inside her and rushed her to the hospital for a checkup as quickly as I could. Thankfully, she wasn't in any immediate danger, but the doctors were still concerned. They said she was severely malnourished and suffering from several vitamin and mineral deficiencies. They decided to keep her in for a few days just to make sure she's okay.
Louise is staying in the hospital.
I don't think I need to spell out what this means for you.
Go on. What does it mean?
It means this is a case for Child Protective Services.
CPS? You'd report your own mother to CPS? No, don't do it.
If you call the cops, I'll call CPS. Does that sound fair? It's pretty obvious how you and your boyfriend have been treating my little sister all this time. I can't believe I fell for your responsible mother act when you told me you'd been leaving her with a friend when he stayed the night.
Jason, please don't do this. Isn't there any way we can make all of this go away? It's not fair for you to act like this, and you need to stop.
You, of all people, talking about fairness. Now I really have heard it all. I'm telling Dad what you did, and there is nothing you can do to stop me.
What? No, don't do it. Don't tell your dad. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything.
Whoops, too late. I just sent the message. Realistically, given the situation, Dad's the only one in any position to take Louise in right now.
Take her in? What's that supposed to mean? What do you plan on doing?
Dad will be taking custody of my sister.
What? You cannot be serious. You're delusional. You had me curious for a sec there, but that's actually the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Have you forgotten the reason I took custody of Louise in the first place, you little simpleton? Your father's a chronic workaholic and spends more time away on those damn business trips of his than he does at home. On what planet do you expect him to be able to look after a 6-year-old? I think you're being a little too ambitious with this one.
Actually, that's where you're wrong. This is doable, and we are going to make it happen.
Huh? Why do you seem so confident?
I'm guessing you didn't know this, but Dad switched departments at his company just before the divorce went through. He mainly works from home. Goes into the office once or twice a week at most these days. If it suits him, I'm happy to move in with the two of them. I think it would be nice for us all to be reunited again, actually. Oh, and don't worry about Louise's environment being too male. My fiancée says she's happy to help out with anything that requires a feminine touch.
Huh? Hang on, what did you just say? Your fiancé? Since when were you engaged?
We've known each other since high school, but we met again as adults at my workplace when she started out as an intern. I was just about to introduce her to you and Dad after she accepted my proposal, but that's when your affair got out and the marriage fell apart. The timing didn't seem right anymore, all things considered. But actually, Louise found out about her a year ago when she saw us out on a date while she was out on a school field trip. Can you believe what a coincidence that is? As for Dad, I introduced her to him 3 months back.
Wow, what the hell is this? So I was the only one who didn't know?
Yep. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about right now. What we're talking about right now is the fact that Dad's finally in a position to take custody of Louise and provide her with the love, care, and attention that she needs. I don't know whether you did what you did to Louise on purpose, but the fact that it was reprehensible and unforgivable remains the same. Neglect of that order is more than enough reason to have custody handed over to Dad.
But Jason, do you have any idea what the consequences of doing that would be? If your dad gets custody, I won't be able to get by anymore.
You won't be able to get by. I thought you'd been working a full-time job this whole time.
Well, about that, you see, some things happened, and, I quit my job.
Hang on a sec. No way. Did you quit your job to live off Dad's child support payments?
No, it wasn't like that at all.
I see. Oh, just when I thought you couldn't sink any lower. I'll be telling Dad about this, mark my words.
No, wait, you can't.
Anyway, the bottom line here is you're not getting Louise back, no matter what. Me and Dad will keep her safe from you if it's the last thing we do.
Jason, stop this. You wouldn't seriously betray your own mother, would you? I birthed you into this world and raised you, you wretched little ingrate.
That's rich. You got some nerve to accuse anyone of betrayal after what you did. The only traitor here is you.
How can you treat me like this? I am your mother. You should have my back. Sure, I might have made a mistake or two, but you're still my son. Don't abandon me, please. I'm begging you, Jason.
Have you literally no self-awareness? The only one who betrayed anyone is you. The only one who abandoned their family here is you. How can you destroy our lives by cheating on Dad and then have the gall to point the finger at me?
I'll change, I swear. I'm ready to turn over a new leaf. Jason, I promise you I am.
I'm not naive enough to be fooled by your lies anymore, Mom. I'm a grown adult, and I can see through your bullshit.
Jason, stop swearing at me and stop being so cruel, you heartless monster.
All right, we're done here. Later, Mom. It was just after the time of our last message that my dad went into battle mode and resolved to win back custody of my sister. What triggered him into action, you ask? Well, simple. He paid Louise a visit in hospital. One look at her gaunt, emaciated face was all he needed to know he had no choice but to call the cops, so that's what he did. The result? Mom and her boyfriend ended up with a criminal record for child neglect. On top of that, she was ordered by a judge to pay back my dad for the last 4 months' worth of child support She'd been blowing on whiskey in fancy restaurants after quitting her job. As for custody of Louise, yep, you guessed it. My dad won the court case in a heartbeat. We decided to rent an apartment halfway between mine and Dad's workplaces so we could both still make it to work easily enough when we needed to. With that, the three of us began living together. Once everything calms down, the plan is for my fiancée to move in with us until me and her decide to get a place of our own. Something tells me Louise can't wait for her to move in with us. She took a liking to her as soon as they met, and they've been getting along great ever since. My little sis did have to change schools again when we moved house, but I was relieved to hear she already made a bunch of friends. Here's to hoping these days of peace, calm, and relaxation carry on forever. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to prove what a boss you are by liking and subscribing to the channel. Also, feel free to comment about what you thought of the story. We can't wait to see you again next time.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.